And welcome back to Sports Report with Chris Park. I am Matthew Hatfield. The Kings Fork Bulldogs making the trip to Norfolk the day after Thanksgiving at Powhatan Field to take on the undefeated Lake Taylor Titans. Kings Fork has pulled the upset before in the postseason, Chris, as they beat Phoebus last year, the top seed. Now trying to take out the top seed for the second straight year.
Yeah, but this might be a different animal indeed, with Lake Taylor looking to remain undefeated and keep their options going towards states. And Kings Fork looking to play spoiler and keep their magical run going.
And speaking of options, that twin veer option attack of Lake Taylor, really the thing that's got to be the focus of Coach Joe Jones to slow down. And look at this entrance here for Lake Taylor. You know they're hyped and ready for it. Coach Hank Sawyer trying to bring home their second state title in 3 years. And it was scoreless for much of the first quarter, but the Titans would get that running game going on a 99-yard drive here, giving it to Marcus Hawkins, one of three major rushers for the Titans.
Yeah, they've got him, Dasmine Palmer, and the quarterback, of course, Shaheem Johnson, who's into the end zone for the touchdown. And like that, Lake Taylor has the first score of the game.
Remember, Johnson got thrust into the quarterback duty last year when Delman Williams got hurt, but this year he's the Conference 17 Offensive Player of the Year and the Eastern District Defensive Player of the Year. And Jalen Cuffey, he wants to keep eating the day after Thanksgiving.
There's always leftovers, Matt. And back on offense comes Johnson, as he'll hand off. No, he's going to keep it, and he's able to elude a couple tacklers, gets a great block downfield, and inside the 5, dives to the end zone, touchdown Titans, and Lake Taylor is off to an excellent start.
Kings Fork down a couple of scores here after this two-point conversion run here. Lake Taylor's offense, Chris, really has been just dynamic here the last few weeks. After resting some starters late in the season, Kings Fork looking for some kind of spark to get them back in it, down 2 scores.
Yeah, Kings Fork going to have to rely on their quarterback Ryan Cluck. As he's going to roll to his right under heavy pressure and gets taken down by White, in a great play by the Lake Taylor defense.
1 of 2 sacks for Teratio on the day. And Deshaun Wethington, the big running back for Kings Fork, out due to a hamstring injury. So on 3rd and long, what do? They throw it, and Cameron Little comes up with an impressive catch, racing 65 yards for a touchdown, and the Bulldogs are back in it.
A great catch by Little, and a little luck and Cluck will get you all the way you need. So here we go. It's a 1-score game now, and Lake Taylor, as we see the extra point on the way, is going to get blocked. So Lake Taylor still hangs on to that advantage of 8 points.
And Lake Taylor now back on offense with Johnson under center here in the option attack. But Kings Fork starting to make some adjustments defensively, as you see Cullen Marshall and Travius Cheeks bringing down Johnson there. Also Kane Miskell, the ODU commit, helping out in that stop. So Lake Taylor will now go to the air, and Johnson throws it deep for Wayne Davis. He's got it, but he can't hold on as Quadarius Boyd came there to deflect it last minute.
Couldn't have played that any better if you're Boyd, as he was able to knock the ball out of Davis's hands at the last second. And now Cluck going downfield, and an excellent one-handed interception made by the Titans, and they've got the ball back.
J.T. Wahi making Odell Beckham proud on that snag there on the defensive side of the ball, as Lake Taylor's defensive backs with Davis, Nairi Quinterly headed to East Carolina, and Wahi helping out the offense all year long. And then it's the running game again. Marcus Hawkins with a big run.
Yeah, Hawkins and Palmer, an impressive duo of running backs for Lake Taylor, but back on offense as Kings Fork still only down a score, trying to make something happen with Cluck, and Cluck is going to be taken off his feet in the backfield. Excellent pressure again by this Lake Taylor Titans defense.
Desante Wilkins coming through with the knockdown there. And again, Lake Taylor's defense really setting up the offense here as they're now looking to get back in the red zone in the 4th quarter with an 8-point lead. It's Johnson to tight end Carlos Hinton for a 15-yard touchdown that created a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, Kings Fork was able to keep it close throughout the game, going to the 4th quarter only down a couple scores, but and it looks like this Lake Taylor offense might be too much, as Johnson back into the end zone, and now it's a 16-point advantage.
Kings Fork needs 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, but Jalen Cuffey, Shaheem Johnson, that defense says, not on our watch. We want to get back to the state semifinals.
Yeah, and Kings Fork looks like they're just going to come up a little short as Lake Taylor goes back to the offense, back to the running game, as Johnson breaks out of a tackle, gets a great block upfield, inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line, and Lake Taylor trying to salt this game away, up by 16.
What toughness and persistence by the linebacker turned quarterback for Lake Taylor, and now you hand it up the middle to Daz Palmer, who will get a 15-yard touchdown. Now a 23-point lead for Lake Taylor as they're starting to pull away, which they've done much of the year.
Yeah, wearing down the front for Kings Fork, as Lake Taylor is going to take the victory in this one, 35-6. 21 unanswered points in the end of the game to make that a 29-point margin of victory for the Titans, as Shaheem Johnson had 242 total yards and 3 touchdowns. Ryan Cluck had the 65-yard touchdown pass to Little and 30 yards on the ground.